What's up, trans fellas? Alex here. This week's topic is going to be talking about comparing yourself to other guys. So, this topic I feel like is a pretty perfect topic for me this week because I've definitely been having one of those weeks where I'm comparing myself to everyone. Um, this is something that I feel like everyone does, whether you're male to female, female to male, genderqueer, cis, straight, lesbian, gay. I think everybody has times in their lives or days where they see someone else and they compare themselves actually. And it's kind of the way society works. You're always made to feel like the person you are and the body you're in and the way you present is not good enough unless you are skinny, rich, and stunningly beautiful, right? So, unless you're those things, you're always reaching for more and comparing yourself to the people that you see and feel have those things that you don't. But everything is like from our own perspective, and we don't live in other people's lives, so it's hard to really tell like if that's even the case for them. So, back to the topic, I definitely struggle with comparing myself to other guys. I think I I'm definitely not where I want to be in my transition as far as how deep my voice is and how masculine my face looks and my shape of my body and things like that. But there are certain things that I do when I get in those moods. So there will be some days where I wake up and absolutely nothing is right about the way that I look. Nothing is right about the way that I sound, and it really starts off my day in a way where it's hard and almost nearly impossible to have a good day. So, my cat wants to say hi. So, what I found is that the only way for me to get out of this funk that I create for myself is to grab a piece of paper and a pen or my note on my phone and write every positive thing that has happened since my transition as far as appearance goes. Every change that I see. So that goes for my voice has gotten deeper. My face has squared out. My hair has changed. Hair on my body and things like that. I just write them all down. And then I do pictures, I compare photos, and I look at my videos and, stuff like that. And that's what works for me. But I had to try things out first to figure out what would get me out of that funk. So I think even some days the notes don't always work. And so reaching out to a brother or reaching out to somebody that knows how it feels to be in that mood, like Ryan, he's always there for me, and anytime I'm down or feeling some type of way, I know I can text Ryan and be like, bro, this is how I'm feeling. And the fact that he's further along in his transition really helps me because he remembers what it was like to be in my position, and he always has good words for me. So I just think like always remember that there's a healthy line when it comes to comparing yourself. I think that um, there's a difference between comparing yourself in a way that makes you view yourself negatively, and there's a way to compare yourself in a way where you're striving to be better. So, a lot of these guys on this channel, right? I look at them, and there's aspects in every single one of them that I'm like, wow, I really strive to be like them in that sense, right? Carter, he talks amazingly to the camera as if it's the easiest thing to him, Where for me, I have to make my videos like 3 or 4 times because I feel so awkward making my videos. And maybe it's the same for him, but I don't know that, So like, I'm like, man, I strive to be like Carter in that way. Or Ryan, he has so many friends and he's so kind-hearted and, he has great advice and I strive to be like that too. It's just like different things about people that you take from them and you put them in yourself and you're comparing them in a way, but you're also striving to turn them into something positive. So you just have to remember whether you're transitioning, you're just starting, you're further along, you're going to get where you want to be, and it's not where someone else is, because you're going to go exactly where you need to go, and you have to be happy with who you are. Transitioning is something that makes us more of who we are, and wanting to be somebody else isn't part of that, like, you transition to be happy in your body, and it's a hard process. It's not something that like, oh, you inject tea and like right away everything's better, but it's something that you work towards. So just don't forget that. And I think that's all I have to say about that. Um, Happy late holidays, and this week is New Year, so I won't see you guys until after the New Year. So I hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year. Be safe and don't do anything too wild. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything that's under the influence and drive. Get an Uber, get a Lyft, get a taxi, have a designated driver, and yes, be completely safe. So on that note, I'm going to get going. I just got off work, so I'm going to hop in the shower and end my night on this great note. So I will see you guys next week, and have a good one.